DBS community, welcome back. Another video here. We're going to be in round 5 of the Latin America finals. I'm sure you guys have probably already watched this stuff. A lot of these videos are probably coming out after the few days after the events already come out. So if you guys have already watched, you guys have already seen the matchups, but I have not. So this is actually my first time watching these. So by the time these have come out, I've probably already have watched all of these multiple times. So this one I was actually kind of excited about when I was I kind of skipped a little bit ahead and I saw that it was Vegito and Boo, and I'm a huge fan of Vegito. This is probably my favorite deck in the game. I've gotten my best placing in a few years actually with this deck, getting top 8. Just so much this deck can do. It's so intuitive. It focuses on the unison obviously a lot, but there's so many like avenues of like playing with it. It's so cool. It's such a cool deck. We're playing against Blue Boo here, which is very good deck. It's I guess it's done a little bit over in Europe. It hasn't really done anything here in the US. Can be really aggressive. Technically, I would say Vegito has all the tools to deal with this deck. So as long as he sequences correctly, he should win this matchup. But you never know. So he starts off with charging a cooler, which is a good tech card for this deck. The new 4-drop cooler. Burst of Vegito, searches out the promo off of the Vegeta, which is pretty cool. Vegeta's so now basically his next turn he's gonna have to, because Boo's probably not gonna swing at him. Sorry, fixing my head here. Boo's probably not gonna swing at him. Whoa, my head's like real crazy. Because he doesn't have to. His leader just naturally draws a card, so that's pretty good. So he uses the old support for this deck, which was a Boo that searches out any Majin Boo, and then you discard a card. So he discards Pilaf Shumai. It seemed a little incorrect, considering Pilaf Shumai just has the ability to snipe a card from your combo area, which unfortunately, obviously, Vegito wants to awaken early, so it's kind of interesting. Man, my hat's like really fucked up. You guys not telling me? Okay. Yes, he searches out the Boo. This is the Boo tanks, which allows him to draw. Oh, and he's playing the promo, which is really good in this matchup because it allows him to bottom deck a 5 cost or less in the activate battle step, which is there's a few different cards you can do for that. So it's gonna draw off leader. There he goes. Yep. Draw off leader, and he's gonna pass. All right. So he is going to charge. See what he charges. Charges the counterplay. It seemed a little incorrect. I probably would keep that in my hand. Unless you have a second one. And Roberto demagicked really quickly. Okay, so instead of wanting to draw a card, he just decides to waste a negate. So pretty confident there. Looks like we're charging the Searching Boo. It's got a decent amount of defense in his hand. We're going to cycle a card, draw a card. And now we're going to go into the Z Unison. 1 energy, and it's 1Z, right? Yeah, 1Z. Put 17 in there. And then this allows him to awaken. The Unison's actually very susceptible. I would say it's susceptible to being destroyed, but it has actually, you have a lot of defense. You have the Z Unison, which the Z leader that stops your opponent from attacking the Z Unison. You have the barrier blockers. Obviously, you have just really hard negates, and you can play Heroic Prospect, which is all really good stuff. So we're gonna awaken. Go into which he has the alt art, which is awesome looking. All right, so we play the 4-drop. Swing the 4-drop in the leader, we're going to draw a card. This will also trigger our leader effect, which allows us to draw, but then the leader can't attack. Obviously, you can get around it by using the Z Awakening effect. So, see what he does here. So he's going to draw. He's got about probably 10 cards in hand. He draws, and he bursts another 5 cost, which is not what you want to see. And then we're going to swing the Z Unison in. So Unison's only a 5k, so he has to use the effect where he has 2 cards in his combo area. He can plus 1 on it to draw the card, and then swing 15. So he's going to swing 5k. And we're going to combo this guy, combo The baby, the baby is a pretty good tech against Vegito, and the fact he has to read these cards is not very good. It's not a good sign. I'm pretty sure I played against the Vegito player actually at Nats last year. Think so. We'll see. There's one real good way I can find out if it's him or not, because his name looks really familiar. Yeah, so that's a really good card. Since whenever you bottom deck a card, you can discard a card from your hand and tap an energy and bottom deck a unison that costs 2 or less, so it's really good. So we're at 15. He combos Gohan. Okay, that's good. You can get rid of the 4-drop. Or we don't use the effect. That seems like a mistake. Yeah, it's definitely a mistake. Maybe he doesn't know what the effect does. Yes, even his opponent's like, wait, doesn't this just warp a 4 cost? Okay. Maybe he doesn't know what his deck does. I don't know. Try not to be mean. But yeah, that's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. Yeah, because now he's gonna take another swing for no reason when he could have just warped it. Okay. So now he's in the Buhan, which Buhan, I think it stops your opponent from attacking your Z unison, and then when it goes away, you get a clone token. The other one, which is the Buhan, it's the Boo Tanks. That one, when it leaves, it what does it do? It bottom decks a battle card. So, okay, well, we're at it's not ideal. It's not ideal, right? We kept 2 energy up and did nothing with it, so that's not a good sign. That's one of the things I think the deck kind of needed. You have to figure out ways of using energy early, and not a lot of people really know. There's a lot of cards you can use that allow you to draw and just have a value early if you're not seeing your Goku and Vegetas. So he goes into this unison. Super good card. Super good card. So he's got the sequences correctly because he's got to deal with the baby. Unfortunately, there's no real good way of dealing with this baby. So he can't attack the leader, but he can attack. All right, so he plays this. Again, this is kind of incorrect, and I'm going to be a little stickler about this because this is my deck. So here's fine. Like awakening is so like playing this guy. So he had the 4-drop in his hand. So if you're playing this deck, don't do what this guy did. So what you want to do is you want to play the Overrealm, and then swing with the Overrealm. Granted, he can't swing into this, but like you can swing with this to I guess you can swing with your leader. Actually, probably swing with your leader. So you swing with your leader, swing here, and then just combo the 4-drop off to get the Goku effect to burst 1, draw 1, and then you can awaken, right? That way you're getting the extra draw, which is important because then that would actually fill your drop up where you would be able to probably, if he did it correctly, he should have 6. So he would be able to, I think right now he has 4 or 5. I can't actually tell, but that would have been the most ideal way of doing this because you want to keep this off the board because his ability to like bottom deck stuff. So he's gonna swing. Actually, he might D-Magic here. Yeah, so he's gonna D-Magic. Yeah, it's not good. So he's gonna D-Magic, and now he has energy up for Heroic Prospect. He also has energy up for this as well, so that's not good if he has another one in his hand. So that goes away. He's gonna combo the Vegito, I guess, yeah. And then he's gonna play his clone token. Here is where he should be counterplaying, but he charged his counterplay. So, but this is where because like he could remove, well, can't remove this. Now he would have to remove this since he didn't remove it off the Gohan effect. So he's kind of steadily just putting himself behind, unfortunately, and that's not good. Not good. Any deck you play, if you start making, if you make like 1 or 2 mistakes, like the game's pretty hard to win unless your opponent's not very good. Which is this blue player's playing it very well. So he's going to use the Vegito effect, puts a Goku Vegito underneath. Upticks, draws 1. It's good. Yeah. I would be swinging at the Unison here, which this now should trigger a block if he's going to block with it. Yep. Yep. You also can be kind of cheeky and like swing your unawoken side at the leader, and then play the 4-drop, and then swing at the Boo, right? So he's gonna combo another Boo blocker. So he's at 20. He's at 20. He's gonna use the effect combo 1. Combo 2, use leader effect, draw a card, tap 1. No. Oh, he has the candy in hand. Oh, yeah, see, this is what you have to avoid. You needed to get this off the board. Because you can just fuse from underneath your Unison. You don't need to have this on the board. He even read this card. So he's going to go into the... It doesn't matter which the Unison he's going to go into, but he's probably going to go into Buhan. Yep, just for the defense. And now he can tap 1 for the candy. Bottom deck this, which will trigger the baby from the drop area, which then bottom deck his Unison. And this game's basically over at that point, yeah. Just because of bad sequencing. Yeah. Yep. That's unfortunate. Now... Tap 1. Yeah. I don't know if we even want to watch the rest of this. Discards a card. Let's get removed from game. Nope. It's gone. Let me swing leader. Yeah. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Yeah. And we're comboing a Cumber? Okay. Oh, boy. Why are we hitting the active mode card? Hit the barrier blocker. Yeah, that card doesn't matter. It's a 15k. Get rid of the barrier blocker. It's way more valuable. He's just gonna swing. Removes the barrier blocker. Yeah, and he didn't try to attack the Unison at all, which is just poor. Alright, so he plays the double strike. Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit because in just my opinion, this matchup is probably over. So this is the double striker, which can combo with a card underneath. Sorry, with the card on your opponent's field. And then obviously we'll restand. So he's going to swing 20k. Trigger leader. Restand. Combo with this. Probably combo with the token or the other baby from his hand. I really don't want to have to tech for this stupid baby card. I might have to. Yeah. That is unfortunate for this guy. So now he's going to go into the Z leader. Be Buhan. And obviously Buhan stops, swings into the Unison. So, yeah, so I would say it's easy, but there's definitely a way of getting around this combination. Is you just have to, unfortunately, you kind of have to designate a swing into, you have to kind of play off of your normal set of like sequencing. So like you just have to sequence. I mean, the best way of saying it is you have to sequence better. That's like the easiest way of saying it. You really just have to sequence better. Yeah, you can sequence much better than that. So he combos out. Uses 2 super combos. Yeah, we're getting another 20 double to the dome. We're gonna petrify. Petrify the token? No, don't petrify the token. Why would you? Trying really hard here. Trying really hard not to be mean. Actually, I don't really consider it mean. Because people watching these videos, you gotta know what plays to not do and what plays to do. And this is definitely, this guy has just been playing this deck incorrectly the entire time. It's very hard to just kind of, not to be mean, but you know, this is what it is. Now we play Broly, and he's gonna eat at least a 30k swing here. So we got 30. It's not double strike yet, but it could be. So it's a big swing. Big swing. Yeah, this is definitely the guy that played at Nats. This is the exact face he made when we sat down and played with each other. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same guy. It's interesting. Okay. So he's triggering Gohan. Okay. Why does he have his Z unisons in his? Why does he have his Z unison in his warp? That's really stupid. All right, so we have Gohan, negates, and then passes because you need 4 energy to do the double strike effect. So, all right, so he's at like 2 or 3 life. I do think this game is probably over at this point. Yeah. I mean, he can establish another unison, which would be, like, ideally what you would want to do. He has Secret Rare. So we can Secret Rare. I actually don't know what... okay, so we're going to be on our limits, so it looks like we're going to... Looks like we are probably going to play Secret Rare this turn, because we're trying to get Secret Rare into the warp. Which isn't an awful idea. But... Grabs back a Cumber. 30 into what? Can't hunt. Your opponent needs 4 energy. Yeah, you can't do that. Sorry, buddy. Can't do that. You gotta read the card. Reading the card explains the card. So... Whew. Alright, so we got 2 energy back. Alright, so here... I don't know what happens. But I'm going to say this. So as a black player, if you play black, you should do this. So you baited out the D-Magic. Great. Fantastic. Got the D-Magic out of the way. If you just play Secret Rare here, you're going to stop because you know he plays Heroic Prospect. Like, you should know any blue deck that plays a Unison is playing Heroic Prospect. Just play Secret Rare. This will stop the Heroic Prospect from basically shutting off your turn and you just scooping. Obviously, we can see Heroic Prospect in his hand. He probably doesn't know that, but he should know that this deck plays Heroic Prospect. Any blue deck that's playing a Unison is playing Heroic Prospect. And we don't do that. So, we're going to do this, and he's going to Super Kamehameha, which is such a waste of an energy, because you could have just established an Evil Saiyan and then did the same thing, and then also stopped that from being effective. So, yeah. Pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. So now we play Secret Rare. This is just all out of wax. Like, you have no reason playing the Secret. Like, this is just not needed. You play this first. Yeah, so I'm gonna help you guys out here a little bit if you guys are playing this deck. So I still think playing Secret Rare here, I mean, because of the board state, you have to play Secret Rare. This shouldn't have even gotten to this point. He should have played this a little bit better. But you play Secret Rare here, you warp the 8-drop, right? Warp 8 drop, you take a life, take them down to 4. This is before they have D-Magic active. Now, when you swing, you're taking them to 3. And then this is on board, which is going to stop them from Heroic Prospecting. And then you can just clear his board. Then, next turn, he has to establish a Unison. Did he not warp something? Yeah, my guy doesn't know how to play this deck. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you guys don't like me being kind of negative, but gotta kind of call it out when you see it. And this guy doesn't know how to play the deck. Yeah, this is unequivocally some of the worst playing I've seen with this deck. He just didn't even use the extra effect. I don't understand, man. One, two, three. Yeah, he could have cleared this Unison. Yep. Yeah, I don't even want to watch this anymore. It's kind of depressing, I'll be honest with you. Combos out. Goes into the Buhan. And then... Why are you still swinging at his leader? Oh, my God. Dude, I tell you. I tell you what, man. It is rough. Guy combos 2 cards? Okay. So you took him down to 2. Don't tell me this guy's going to try and just cumber his way to a win, because he's got cumber in his hand. Bro, you're taking a really long time. Alright, so he's going to cumber. Absorb the cumber. Swing at leader. Negate. This guy had no worry. He's just like, okay, I just win. As soon as his opponent didn't do this effect on turn 1, you just go, okay, I think I win the game. Yeah, this guy doesn't know how his deck works. That's unfortunate, guys. I wanted that to be a better video, but that is unfortunate. So, Boo moves on. Congrats to him. He played exactly how you're supposed to play. He played very, very well. Obviously, saw his tech pieces, but he played very, very well. So props to this guy. Not so much for this guy. I could count like 5 or 6 mistakes. And it's not even just like making a mistake, like no one's perfect, but like when you make that many mistakes, you don't know how your deck works. It's just how it is. Like, confidently, that's what you can say. So, all right, guys, that'll do it for the video. Like and subscribe. We'll be back with round 6 probably tomorrow. So, have a good rest of your day, guys.